Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Customs. Today I'm sharing with you this Harley Quinn customized statue, but kind of like a diorama type thing. Basically, this statue was the Buffy vampire slayer from Sideshow that's sitting in the throne. Now all I got was the statue with the right arm. I didn't get the left arm with her. So I had another statue with the left arm that kind of fit, and I used one of the Rogue AH statue head. So basically, I needed to sit her in something. I didn't know what to come up with. So I was like, and I didn't know who I was going to make the character of. So, I was just kind of like, coming up with some ideas, brainstorming, and just, I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of cool if I could make a Harley Quinn out of her, but make a fun Harley Quinn. So I came up with the idea of, now I got to find a chair for Harley Quinn. So I went on eBay and I'm looking under like wooden chairs, I'm looking under electrified chairs, and I couldn't really find anything in scale. But then I came across like basically doll chairs that are like really big. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I could put Harley in a really big chair. I said, okay, let me run with that idea. So I ran with that idea and I got the chair off of eBay, but it was brand new wood and everything. And I was like, she fits in it cool. But I'm like, what do I do next? I didn't know really what to do, and I'm kind of like struggling with ideas. And then I was like, you know what? I really wanted to make an electric chair, but I really want to make it look old. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to weather the hell out of this chair. So I stained it. I left it out in the sun. I left it out in the rain at night. I just kind of like scraped it all up with sandpaper, and then I sanded that down, and then I just let it get dusty. So I was like, you know what? It worked out pretty cool. So I kind of like sanded edges, and I kind of like where people would put their arms and stuff, I kind of sanded those down. So I just kind of try to make it old. And the fun thing about the project is it's something new. I want to see how far it can go with customizing statues, but taking it to other levels. So it's kind of like a big experiment. So I came up with that idea, and then I had a base from a friend who didn't want this base anymore. I said, this would probably work perfect for this, because I figured the chair stood up way too high and she didn't touch the ground. So I kind of drilled in and I put the chair in, but I left it really messy and dirty because I think that works for Harley. Like, she's kind of like in a factory or fun house, and it's just all old and dirty and nasty. So came up with that idea, and I was like, it'd be kind of funny if it was kind of like an electric chair, but not electric chair. So I kind of came up with some pieces around here of having a part from Home Depot with some wires and the thing, and I kind of like, kind of like be funny if it's kind of like an electric chair helmet type thing, but it's not. So I kind of just had some fun with that. So I was like, that's kind of cool. So that worked out cool. And then I was like, alright, so what else can I do with this chair with Harley, because she kind of sits at the side. So if you see my previous video, I got a Beanie Baby chair, bear, and I figured let me make a really psychotic looking doll next to her, and I kind of see how far I could do with my sewing skills. Now I can't, seamstress out there who've been sewing all their lives or know how to do it would have done a way better job than me, but I had a lot of fun with it, so I figured, really look like a really psycho bear next to her, so, and it'd be big. So I got a Beanie Baby chair, Beanie Baby bear off of eBay, and I pretty much beat him up, sewed him up, weathered him, and kind of came up with the idea. So that was kind of fun. So I also put a knife in her hand that I had from a previous toy, and it fit out pretty cool because I figured, it's Harley, she's sitting there and she's welcoming Batman into a funhouse type thing. So I wanted to find some kind of straps, but I couldn't really find any straps in scale, and I didn't really know how to make them. So I had these pieces that you can use for like cords on houses and walls and stuff. So I figured let me just have some fun. So I pretty much did all that. And she actually is magnetized into the chair, so you can actually pop her out of this chair, which is kind of cool. So, but she pretty much sits in there with a magnet, because I kind of built into the piece underneath, so she's pretty good. Now this piece is a little loose because I figure, you can have fun. You can probably put this in her hand like she's got the bear, or you could probably put something else there. This is from the Joker premium format. I have an extra piece of it, so that worked out pretty cool. So, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to have Harley in a fun little dress outfit instead of typical, her basic outfit. I figure Harley's kind of fun, where if she's going out on the town type thing, and just something different, just having a little fun with it, and I gave her the pigtails on the hair, bright yellow, and I really made her skin all like, flesh tone pale. So we'll get in a little bit closer so you can see what I did. And of course I did the candy colors on it. She's pretty pale, but you know, really dark looking with the eyes. I pretty much shaded it up pretty well. And I thought it'd be kind of cool just to have that really like sinister looking but happy Harley Quinn type thing. So that's kind of what I came up with. And I like the idea that the bear is really big in the chair. It's just a fun project. And this is kind of like, you know, I know a lot of guys out there that do diorama statues, and they're just amazing what they do, and I really like what they do and the details they put in the stuff. So I kind of wanted to see how far I could go with this into a statue type thing, and it was a good learning experience. It was a lot of fun. As you can see, I kind of used a little metal rod type thing, and it kind of goes down to the bottom into there, and it's all dusty and dirty. So as far as I only did a little bit of a diamond thing onto her boot there. I didn't want to go crazy with the diamond things, but if you look at the way I designed it, it kind of basically, the outfit is black here, it's red here, so her right leg is red boot and her left leg is a blue boot, so it kind of does, you know, even though she's got a cross and it's lined up, it's kind of, you know, if she puts her legs separate, they're actually opposites like the outfit. So that's kind of what I kind of wanted to come up with there. So, and you know, the cool thing about this is, you know, basically if you don't like the bear and you got something else, you could just pop them out. You know, you don't even have to have the bear in there. If you kind of like it without the bear, that she's just sitting in this really big chair by herself, you know, which is kind of cool. So you don't have to have the bear there. If you kind of just like Harley, just chilling by herself in a really big chair, looking really psycho, you know. And then the cool thing is, like I said, this comes out as well. So I mean, if you have other kinds of like weapons or like, you know, come up with something else, you could just throw that in that hand. So that kind of worked out pretty cool, you know. And this is separate too. This could come out, and so that's the cool thing about this little statue. It's like a never-ending type custom where you could kind of like, you know, take things out and rearrange stuff, and this kind of moves and stuff. So you can actually take this off if you didn't like it. You could put it back on. I think you can unclip it. I'm not sure, probably not. But the way I did it was kind of glued it up in there. And this is just kind of like a light thing too. So that's pretty much my little Harley Quinn diorama type thing in a really crazy chair. I hope you guys liked the way she came out. It was a lot of fun. Good learning experience. Seeing how far I could go with stuff. Coming out with some new ideas here and there. So, we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.